I got all kind of emotions going through me, but yo, it's good to have you two here, man. So, we're the Turnaround Podcast. I got a super dope producer, Talia Jasia, better known as TJ. But I always like to start her off by making sure I say what up to TJ, because he does all the editing and the producing. And it was his passion and his love for my story that brought the Turnaround together, you know what I mean? And we just been working to push the Turnaround and to help people like you guys be guests at the Turnaround. It means a lot. So I got all kind of emotions going through me, but I want to say Bull City, what up? We got some of Bull City's finest right here. So I always like to make sure I represent Durham, because we're gonna keep it Durham. I'm the Edatonian Durham Mike, so also let me say what up to 252. Up there in the E-Town. What up, E-Town? I love Edenton, North Carolina. That's where my roots at, man. So, that's what's up. Anybody y'all want to throw some shots out to?
Shoot, shout out God, man, for making this possible. For putting us together. Our parents, like mom, dad, Gwendolyn,
that's real.
Rodney, Davis, they love y'all. Everybody, just supported us, getting us here. Like, you take a village, man, you know what I'm saying? So, and shout out Coach. We'll get into it, when they on, but and y'all don't know how much this man done for me. Shout out Coach. But we'll talk about it, when we get into it.
What's up. So, for those of you who don't know, we got Brene'a Daye and Brene'a Daye here at the Turnaround Podcast. What's up? How y'all been?
Good, man. Good to be back in the States, man. Good to be back home for the summer, man. Good to see my family, good. So, B, how you?
Yeah, good. I mean, I'm up the street, but in Raleigh, super plain, but it's still good to be back.
So we got dynamic ball players right here in front of us. Both of you are dynamic in your own right. And I got a few questions that I'm going to ask you guys. We're going to get into just talk sports and stuff like that, because I've always admired you guys, you know what I mean? And what you bring to the table and y'all's spirit and y'all's energy, it always resonated with me. So I'm proud of both of you, happy for both of you, and I've been rooting for both of you the whole time since I met you guys.
Love, Coach, love.
You know what I mean? So a lot of my most favorite memories in coaching high school basketball was with you guys. I do miss them days, but it's good to see how you guys have progressed. Even though I knew it from the first time I met you guys and I saw you guys play. The first time I saw you play, I looked at your mom and your dad and I said, yo, he's professional material. He could play professional basketball. It's just how far he wants to take it. That's the first thing I said to your parents. And Bree, it was the same thing with you. When I first saw you play, I told your mom and dad the same thing. I say, she can go as far as she wants to go with it. She can play in the WNBA. You know, y'all are that good to me. You're great enough to do that, because you got the heart, you got the spirits, and you got the intangibles.
Yes, sir.
And one more thing before I forget too, I just want to say happy birthday to T-Tot.
Okay.
Happy birthday to Rodney Rogers, for those who don't know who T-Tot is. Big 54, made today his birthday. You know what I mean? I had a lot of conversations with T-Tot only he and I knew about. And he was someone who inspired me. And when I first told him what I was doing in my life as far as like pursuing basketball, and I was at a junior college and I was on my way to Europe to play, the first thing he said to me was, Squirt, if I can do it, you can do it. And that always stayed with me. So I always wrote hashtag 54 on my balling sneakers when I was in college and when I was playing internationally. I always kept his number on my shoe. That was before the accident happened in 2008. You see what I'm saying? So happy heavenly birthday to Rodney. So, with that being said, I got some questions.
Good, man.
So for Brandon.
Yes, sir.
If I'm not mistaken, the NCSA back in 2017, they ranked you as the #1 high school player in high school basketball here in North Carolina.
Yeah, homeschool basketball player.
Yo, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Was you aware of that?
I wasn't aware till I was like in college, and then I was like, oh wow, but I really wasn't aware because I wasn't really into the rankings and everything. Homeschool basketball back then, it was growing. Like we was a part of it when it was starting to grow and whatnot. But until my freshman year, I kind of found out. Then I was like, wow, I didn't know, because people were sending it to me. So that's how I kind of found out. But yeah, man, that was crazy.
That's huge, man.
Yeah.
That's huge. And Bree, you over there at Peace College. Shout out to Peace College.
Shout out to PU.
That's what's up. Yeah, and you over there doing your thing over there. I see each year you progressed. Team captain, like I said, team captain, right?
Big time.
And you leading your team in 3-pointers made, knockdown shooter.
That's been in the family. That's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
thing we
yeah.
can do, yeah.
But Bree got a package though.
Yeah.
You got a package.
Yeah.
Bree,
Yeah.
I got a question for you, baby sis. I got a question for you. Let me see. What you call Peace College for short? What was it you called a while ago? WPU?
Yeah.
All right. What was the biggest adjustment to the college game you had to make?
I would say like the pace, like coming from like high school, like going to college, it's a lot faster. Like we always tell our freshmen coming in, we like it's not gonna be the same as high school. They be like, y'all playing so fast, like we just on defense, we back on offense. Like the pace is really fast, and also like the plays and stuff. Like you got in high school, you know, you might have like 5, 6 plays. Like in college, like you got about 20 plays. You got different scenarios. The coach draws something up, you gotta go do it.
That's right.
It's I would say that.
Pace.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's a great analysis of that. The pace of the game is definitely different. Like, yeah. But you responded to it, I'm sure, right? I know you did. Pace.
Got no other choice.
Hey, you want to play? You want to get that court? That's not right.
Hey.
That's a So I'm gonna kind of jump around just a little bit. All right, Brandon, I'm gonna go back to you real quick.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got kind of the same question for you too. We're gonna skip college for right now. We're gonna go back to some college, but you playing in London now, correct?
Yes, sir.
What's the biggest adjustment you had to make playing the professional game outside of college?
Being adaptable. That's the biggest thing. You put in so many situations when you playing overseas that you just might not be used to. Like it was a stretch where my first year I didn't play at all. Adjusting to the terms.
Right.
Like it's a lot of times like Xing out on defense, Spain actions, reads. It's a lot more reads. It's a lot of different things that you know. Like in America, it's different, and just being adaptable to actually like me used to maybe being a scorer, having the ball in my hands.
Right.
To my first year, I was a shooter. Sometimes you got to be the corner guy, and
That's
they
right.
want you to be a corner guy, and you got to hit it. And if
That's
you don't
right.
hit it, you on that bench. And you know what I mean? And then this past season was my first year actually being like a scorer, a go-to guy with the ball in my hands, like. So just being adaptable, expand my game, work on my weaknesses in the summer. That's a huge thing. Also, like people watch film, like other teams watch film, and it's
Right.
like you might not know it's a weakness like until you play, and there's teams watching film on you, and they're calling out, oh no, he can't dribble left, like left hand will force him this way, or you know, like when he goes between the legs, oh he's gonna shoot that, like, and
That's
it's
right.
just, so you know, it's a lot of things that I really necessarily, I won't say wasn't prepared for, but it was just a mental aspect of I still got to stay locked in the game, that you might go a game or you might go 2 games where the coach might bench you or play somebody else, and then boom, you might get that call up, now we need you, and you might start, or he put in the 4th quarter or whatever, and then like I remember it was my first year, I didn't play the whole game, put me in the 4th quarter, I ended up, we got in foul trouble, I had to play the whole overtime, ended up having 19 in that span, but it was just, it was like, you got to be ready though. If I'm mental, and I'm not going to sit here and say that, oh, it was easy, because it was times where I'm talking to my coach like, bro, what is going on with it? But it's just like, when you getting paid, or the people paying you to do a job, like, you got to produce. It's like anything, a job.
And you say the biggest thing is being able to adjust, you know, because they're going to put you in situations that's going to be unfamiliar. And it is a total different game playing international or under FIBA rule compared to here in the United States. So for those who don't know, let them know what high school you come from, or just, you know, whichever one wants to go first. Just let them know a little something about you.
To be you, go in.
I was homeschooled too, so.
A homeschool standout. Get it correct. A homeschool standout.
My bad, yeah. I was homeschooled. We played for Durham Flight at first, and that's where we met Coach. And then I went to the South Wake Sabres for my junior and senior year. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And I went and played over there with them.
Okay. That's what's up.
I was the first homeschool standout, as you said, homeschool standout. But I knew Coach before. Obviously, we met through DBL, the Dons Basketball League coach.
Yep.
I was a little scrawny, shy kid.
But you had confidence back then.
Had confidence, yeah. But I always had confidence. But
all those kids didn't have confidence back then.
Yeah. But
you did.
You was the one to bring it out, and the first one to actually show me, like, you know, like, you can do this. You know, this is possible. I remember. I don't know if you remember, but it was the summer going into my sophomore year. You was coaching, and you asked all the homeschool kids, we was all together, and you said, anybody want to be a pro? And I was the only person that raised my hand. And everybody, and you was like, so nobody want to play pro? And it was like, well, it's just not realistic. We're homeschooled. I want to graduate, get a good paying job, and which is nothing wrong with that, which is a great thing. But it's just like I always knew it in myself. That's what I wanted to do, and you was the first person to like, no, you can do it, and then you having the blueprint and seeing it like in the flesh, like this man has done what I want to do.
Yeah.
It meant so much. So yeah, I played DBL. You know, you coached me, helped build my confidence that year. Then went to Durham Flight. Shout out Durham Flight homeschool team we played for. Yeah, then I committed to Livingstone College after high school.
Shout out Livingstone. That's what
shout out Livingstone. Ended up redshirting there. Tore my hamstring, and then went through a tough time in life where I was just like, I don't know if I want to, play basketball anymore. So I ended up leaving Livingstone and going to Carolina. Went to Carolina, was a regular student, and then it's hoopers. Like we can't, that itch is gonna always be there.
That's
so
right.
it was just like, I'm like, okay, then I'm gonna go try out. Went, tried out, made JV team. Yeah, it was a lot of hundreds of people came out. They only took 3 or 4 of us.
And your name was selected.
Yeah, it was selected, and that showed me just the business side of sports. You know, and how cause Carolina's a powerhouse school.
That's right.
Blue blood. So it's just like being around that. Being around pros, coaches every daily, like, just, taught me a lot.
Echelon.
Taught me a lot, so.
I didn't go to UNC Tar Heels. For me, if I had a choice, it would have been either Carolina, Elizabeth City State,
Okay.
or NCCU.
Oh,
I was born in Edenton. Love to represent.
So if you would have got all 3, what you would have picked?
Of course, I would have took
Carolina.
Carolina.
Well, we take away Carolina, then. We take away Carolina, Elizabeth, or Central. Or you still would, because they was D1 still back there, right? They was still D1.
You know what? I guess I would have went wherever my heart. Either one, whether it be an Eagle or a Viking. My mom with the Elizabeth City State. Got a lot of family up there, Edenton. Yeah. So either way, I'd have been home. If it couldn't have been Carolina, if I would have had a choice. So, but my route to playing professional was a little different. I went to prison first. And Bree, you might not have known, but that's so long ago. But all of that stuff was kind of in my past, even at that time. Yeah. But unfortunately for somebody like me, I committed a felony in '93. Right. So that same felony still follows behind me today in 2026. You see what I'm saying? Even though I haven't repeated that offense since that moment in time. As a 16-year-old, where they charged me as an adult. So actually, my basketball powers grew while I was on state. Then I came home, went to school, and worked my way international because I knew that's what I wanted to do. That's why I take a lot of guts and balls, man, to be able to go through what you went through and still come out and still live your dream. And props to you, Coach, for real. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Sure. That's why we set out to do the turnaround. Hope to inspire. I mean, so with that being said, I got some more questions for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Bree.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I like this one right here. What was the hardest dilemma you faced at the college level, and how did you respond?
I'm going to say what just happened to me last year. It was on Halloween, October 31st. We had practice at 6 a.m. We was in there, and I was driving to the basket, and I slipped, tore my ACL basically. Okay. I didn't think I tore it because I was in denial because it was my senior year in college, and I had done the same thing in my senior year in high school. So I was like, there's no way I just tore my other ACL. I was like, there's just no way. Yeah. So I went to the doctor the same day, and it's like, yeah, you tore it. And just going through that, just I don't know, being in that dorm room, just kind of went through a state of depression. Right. It just happened to me. I can't play. It's my senior year. At the time, I didn't know if I was gonna get my year back or not. Yeah. And just being on crutches on the campus and stuff like that. But I had a great support system. My family, my mom, my sweet mate Leah, she's my friend. She bring me food, everything. I didn't want to get out of bed sometimes. I didn't want to go to class. But my teammates, they would give me food from the caf and take it for me because I was on crutches. I couldn't actually, people checking up on me, people calling me, my trainer Marcus, just a lot of people just in my corner and supporting me. And then I had surgery in January. So I said, coming back, it's about 5.5 months now. Just seeing my progress and my growth, just really has helped me a lot. That's what's up. It's on the court. You have a new appreciation for it. Yeah, I want it more than ever, and I know it's my last chance to get it too. The injuries, when you sideline because of an injury, and you can't play, it do make you appreciate it more when you get back out there, and you definitely will be smarter. You know what I mean? And being that your body had the time to heal, you'll be a better player also. You know what I mean?
And then you get to see what's inside of you. The whole challenge of, can I come back from that? You see what I'm saying? So I know exactly how you feel. Yeah. So that take a lot of, like your brother just said, that take a lot of heart. Take a lot of heart. So, you know, that's the mind and champion heart set, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And that spirit.
Definitely.
That's what'll make you a pro.
Really? Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what separates. Some people take injuries or adversity and they don't know how to respond to it. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, inside my mind, like, I'm gonna respond to the adversity. You just can't let it overcome you. So, big ups. Proud of you, Bree. The only person to stop you is you. Brandon, how do you stay grounded now that you're playing professional basketball?
The only reason I'm here where I am today and playing professionally is my faith in Jesus Christ, because after I graduated college, I ain't had nothing. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know where I was going to go. But I just knew I loved the game and I wanted to continue playing. But it's just like, I'm a living witness. When you give your situation to God and just truly trust in Him, like, He going to make a way every time. If you put it in the work and control what you can control and just let Him control the uncontrollable, like, everything else is going to fall into where it needs to be. And my family, I call them every night, like when I'm overseas. Like if I don't, my mama, same thing. She call us like, yo, what's going on? Like we call her every night. She asks us, make sure we good. You know, keep us humble and grounded. Knowing because she pray for us. You know, it's my father too. Same thing. Anytime I need, you know, an encouraging word or whatever, it's just you got to keep the people that, you know, that you love close to you. Like Coach, you know, we know that we can reach out to Coach anytime. It's just, that's how you stay grounded, because it's like when you going up and everything, a lot of people you gonna get a lot of yes people around you, a lot of people telling you what you want to hear, not keeping it 100 with you. So staying grounded in my faith.
That's what's up.
For sure.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You definitely put on, bruh. Put on. You look good, bro.
I appreciate it. I
like,
been working.
You know what I mean?
Like,
what I used to always tell you, work on your body.
Yeah.
And professionals, we train to alleviate fatigue. You see what I'm saying? The average person, they don't comprehend that. They don't play on those levels. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the big thing.
You know, our people could be some tough critics. You know, I heard things that were said about me. Like today, I still hear things that's said about me. But what those people don't understand about a person like me, I love when I hear the negativity coming out of certain people's mouths. Because it gets back to me. It motivates me. They don't understand my heart or my mindset. They didn't create me so they can't destroy me. That's how I feel upstairs in my mind.
Yeah. That's real.
You know what I mean?
That's how you
I got a question for both of you though. Speaking of Pops, Dad was a professional musician.
Singer.
Played in the band, singer. What does that mean to you? Whichever one. Whoever want to answer first.
I don't know. I just like, even now, I'm amazed at like his voice and how like he can still sing now. He out 7 songs, like he can still like sing better than anybody I know.
That's what's up.
And you can tell like when he sings, you can tell how much he like his heart.
That's what it's about. Following what's in your heart.
Facts,
You can never go wrong.
Right, that man one of the coldest singers out of Durham, man. I ain't gonna lie. Rat Day, shout out Rat Day, Rat. You know, like, put my daddy against your daddy, any verses. I put the money on the floor right now. You know, man, got one of the best falsetto voices, man. Like you said, at that age, still going, but now changing around, singing for the Lord. So, you know, that's amen to that, you know. So, yeah, man. Everybody in Durham know Rat, man. You know, big time.
I got another question for both of you guys, all right? Who I want to answer first? Your mom, great woman. I call her Big Sis. I don't have biological older siblings. So when I call somebody Big Sis or Big Bruh, that's out of admiration and respect for that person. Because I don't have older brothers and older sisters. Our moms is one person that I call Big Sis. So her pursuit in education, what does that mean to you guys?
It mean a lot because my mama put her life on halt for us. She lawyer, graduated from Carolina too, had things in her life that she could have pursued, but she put that on halt so she can pour into her kids, and so we could pursue what we want to pursue and be who we want to be. So it just means so much because my dad, he worked so hard for the family, providing for the family, that it's just like our mom was like our teacher, also school-wise, but also disciplinary at the same time because we was around her so much. She also coached both of us in basketball. Our mom was so involved in our life that growing up, a lot of times we would get clowned for it. Talk like, oh, your mama's boy, your mama on there. But it's just like, our mom, you know, they see things that we can't see before it happens. Like, you know, I lost one of my best friends, Eli, in a car accident. My teammate from college, Rock, shout out Rock, he fighting right now. He's to get his mobility back, paralyzed or whatever. But my mother seen that before I wanted to go to Shaw Homecoming. My mom was just like, nah, you need to be home. And this is right before I'm going overseas. And she's like, nah, like, I don't feel right in my spirit. Stay at home. And literally it happened like within like 5 minutes after me getting off the call. And it's just like the mother's intuition, man, that means a lot. And just for her to teach us, you know, push us, having us in calculus. I'm in the 8th grade taking calculus, but everything we going to, the only black family in it. But it's just like she saucy sis and wanted excellence, and she required that from us. Because of that, I think we exude that in our everyday walk now, because it's like we put our best foot forward in things and exude excellence because that's all we know, because that's what she taught us. Like, you can live a different life from how your dad grew up or how you see things. Like, you can, you know, if you put your mind to it, put God in the midst and do it, you can do it. You know? So yeah, shout out my dudes, man, for sure.
That's what's up.
Like Brene'a said, yeah, she put her life on hold. Like, I always like appreciate her for that. And also, like, we joke about it now, but like everything that we had to do for homeschool, and like Brene'a said, we be the only black kids there or whatever.
Yeah,
like we joke about it now, but like that really like set us up for success. Going in college, like it was the easiest.
Bro,
it was the easiest thing.
College was a breeze.
I'm like, I get out at 12 o'clock.
Bro,
I'm reusing the feelings.
College was a breeze.
Like she really set us up, and it's like at the time we didn't know, and at the time we was like complaining and whatnot. But like now I feel like we appreciate it.
For sure, right? For sure.
See, that's the other side of things, which is the great part about what I admire. Like, you know, because it took for a kid like me, I had to go a different route because, like my mom would say back then, I was hard-headed. But it was just the times were different back then, and you know, I don't know if people can understand that as a kid, you know, dealing with bullying at home, and then as soon as I leave out the house, I'm being bullied by the kids at school and at the playground. I just came in to play some basketball, but you want to beat me up. You see what I'm saying? So all of those things kind of shaped my decision making, and it shaped, you know, my actions too. You know. So, but yeah, that's, you know, for you guys to do it how you did it. Because my mom would tell me something back, and it stayed with me, but my actions probably showed different. You see what I'm saying? But like how you guys say, like, she set you up for success. For sure. My mom was trying to set me up for success also the best she can. That my mind was wired a little different. That old dog mindset, what I call it. Like, you guys seen Menace to Society? So, but I, you know, old dog, it was like, it was crazy. Like, I had one side of my mind was thinking like old dog, the other side of my mind was thinking like Michael Jordan. Can't do both. Balance. Thinking like old dog was getting me sent to juvenile detention centers and boot camps for 3 months, which was just preparing me for the jails, that was preparing me for the prison I ended up going to. So that's why I admire you guys and how you go about it. And they need to hear your testimony, and they need to hear the road in the past that you took to get there, because it's a lot of kids in y'all situation right now. And don't understand they got this pathway right here. I ain't saying laid out for them, but they showing you which way to go. Right. For sure. You see what I'm saying? Versus this other road that you think over here might be the right road. You know, they did a movie about it. Wrong turn. You know what I'm saying? Wrong turn.
Like I tell my boy all the time, where Lundy Kill, where some people, bro, they touch the stove, man. Some people can look at the stove and know it's hot, but some people, they gotta touch it and know it's hot, you know? But as long as you get burnt once, some people, you ain't gonna get burnt again, you know what I mean? So,
I love my mama, I love my mama's side of the family, I love my dad, I love my dad's side. My dad was a professional boxer. I had some family members, they had been in prison long before I had. You know, it's weird, but when I was young, I used to always say it was going to be my turn one day because the things that I was doing, you know what I mean? I was doing all of the right things to get me there. So when I ended up there, I felt like that's where I was supposed to be. And I embraced it. You see what I'm saying? Because I deserved it in the first place. You see what I'm saying? But I'm here, and I'm going to protect myself, and I'm going to come home. But I won't try to see how much time I can put. I want one of them types. Some of them dudes, they want to see how much time they put. Bro, you can have that. You can have that.
For sure.
Reed, let me see. I got one for you, I believe. I like this one right here. Playing against your brother growing up means what to you?
That's a good question right now.
That's a great question.
It means a lot, honestly, because even just like playing against him, getting bullied in the driveway, he's just like when you play against girls, it's not the same. He was at the time probably like 6 foot maybe at the time, and I'm sitting there probably like 5'3".
Yeah.
Like, of course he gonna beat me, but it's like I'm crying because I'm losing. But like he out there teaching me stuff that I would have never learned or never thought, and I go against and play girls, and I'm over here dominating. Like it's because of him. And I'm out there playing with him, and at the time I'm like mad. Well, I used to throw balls. You know, like we used to be out there. We would talk to each other the whole day. Like it was a lot going on.
Facts.
But you know, like I said, like even now, like sometimes, like when we work out together and stuff, like he still be showing me, teaching me stuff that he learned overseas or whatever. So like it just never stops, and like I really appreciate him. He the reason why I really like wanted to play basketball and wanted to play in college, and I could do it. He always believed in me. He like, you better than this. Like when I was younger, when I wouldn't want to go outside and work out, he like, nah, you better than this. You need to come out and work out. We always be joking about just a lot of stuff.
For sure.
Oh man, yeah. I got younger sisters, so you know I used to tell you that back then. I got
because she met her at the restaurant. Was it your birthday that time?
Probably.
Because it was me and my boy Blake when we came. I met your sister.
The one that went to Carolina. Yeah, she class of 2019, I think. Majored in journalism.
Shout out Tar Heels, come in.
Yeah, my mama loved them Tar Heels. But she loved her Elizabeth City State Vikings too, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's what she graduated from.
You know,
I got some few homies played at Duke too. You know, with their, you know.
God made it sky blue for a reason.
Man, good. God almighty. Let me see. All right, let me see. Bring some more questions for you too, man.
Let's do it.
Let's see. Growing up playing against your sister means what to you?
It's fulfilling. You know, it feel like, you know, like, she my little sister, obviously, but I ain't got no brothers. Like, we're blood brothers. I got brothers, shout out my brother, but, you know, I ain't got no blood brothers. So, I was the oldest. And so, you know, my parents, I said, they blessed me with a sister who was a tomboy in the beginning. You know, like, she was the one dressing up in the Robin costume. I'm Batman, you know, Power Rangers. Like, I don't even know if Brene'a even knew she was a girl till she was like 6. Like, because I'm talking about we going to the pool, I'm out there with my trunks on. She walking out with her shirt off and her trunks on. I'm like, Brene'a, you's a girl. You can't. So it just means so much seeing her hoop and do well in life and take it to the next level. Because it's just like, I remember them days when it was like she didn't want to.
Yeah. But
then she would go and play in a homeschool, a middle schooler. She was middle school, 12 years old, playing varsity. And they was like, wow, because she was a great defender. Like, that's all she could do in the beginning. And they was just like, she couldn't dribble, she couldn't shoot, she couldn't do much. But one thing she could do was defend. And that was because she outside playing against me all the time. And so just seeing her take it to another level. And now I don't gotta just, I just have to be like, Brene'a, we need to work out, you need to get better. Now just seeing her, like, sometimes she up before me going to the gym. Like, she be doing her PT, she hitting the weight room now, learning how important getting up shots every day is and doing things. It's so fulfilling, and it warms my heart knowing that I played an impact somewhat in her life making that. And I'm proud of her. I tell her that. I talk to her, but she know it's nothing but love. I love her. I'm so proud of her. So, you know, and I can't wait to see what she gonna do now this upcoming year. You know, she been putting in that work, putting in that grind. So that pain gonna show on the court. You know what I mean? When it's time. Means a lot. That's my twin.
That's what's up. I remember some of those days too, when I knew you wasn't feeling your best, you know what I mean? And me personally, I felt like I was always working on having a good knack, knowing when to push, pull, get you guys to dig, and then know when to back off. So sometimes I could see it, I saw it in you. Those are some of the days I say, let me back off a little bit. And then I would hear you telling her, breathe, better than this, you know, because sometimes, you know, you gotta know when to step back as a coach.
You do.
You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
You can't just push and pull so much. You gotta know when to kind of back off sometimes. You know what I mean? It even goes with the guys too. Our coach guys also, and at the end of the day, they deal with stress, but they deal with life also. It ain't always just about sports, it's about balancing. And, you know, so that's why, like, my high school basketball coach inside my mind was always my best coach, because I felt like he cared for us as people first, then players second.
That's the
You
most
see what I'm
important
saying?
thing. Yeah.
Me and my high school basketball coach, we still got a relationship to this day. You know what I mean?
That's good.
So shout out Coach Ray Hartsfield. What up, home?
Shout out Coach, man.
You know? So yeah, he's coaching college basketball now.
Oh wow. Okay.
When he left my high school, he ended up coaching at East Chapel Hill.
Okay.
I think he got a state title.
Wow. Okay then. Yeah, he doing.
So he been there for a while, man. And he didn't dish out a lot of compliments either. He was a retired Marine. So when it go back to, like, a lot of people don't understand the physicalities that come with playing basketball in the sport. Right? A lot of people got a lot to say that don't play the sport, right? That's fine.
Yeah.
You're gonna get critics in anything you do, whatever you do. That's fine. People gonna always talk. So, you know, but they don't understand the physicalities. He used to make us run around our entire school, Riverside. Like, that was just to get warmed up. You know what I mean? We run around the entire school. I know you guys have been on Riverside before, but we run around the whole building. We run around that whole, you know, I can't even really explain it to you, but we come out the side of the building underneath the gym and come out on that little back road. They take us to Rosa Sharon and take Rosa Sharon into the driveway, into Riverside, through the track, all the way back around. Yo, it's bananas. We did that a couple of times. Then go in the gym and do sprint and suicide. And I seen some dudes who could not handle that and they dropped off, homie. So that's why I don't allow people to, like, kind of undermine what little, I ain't done nothing, you know what I mean? But what little achievements I did, I'm not even feeling nobody undermine it unless they done did better.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because I respect my peers, the ones who do what I do. So, you know, that's the respect you want. You want your peers to respect you.
That's the most.
When I lay some up and stuff out there, I'm out for your respect.
Hey, that's the problem today. It's a lot of dudes in front of the camera and mics. I ain't gonna say no names. That's judging and criticizing a lot of players and different things in sports at once. Bro, you barely made varsity.
Right.
Like, you over here saying what somebody should be doing, or it's a lot of trainers out here teaching, like, not even, bro, you didn't even play.
Right.
How you gonna teach me because you watch a little video or you think you know, or now you older? Like, come on, man, but I ain't gonna get into that.
Well, I tell this, I always tell parents this, because I have parents that come to me to this day. You know, so I tell them this, check their credentials. Don't just hire him because he said he's a trainer. Okay, you know what I'm saying? If your kid is playing a particular sport, he wants to get better at that particular sport, I tell them to make sure they check his credentials. See if he's got a basketball background. Make sure he at least CPR certified, first aid certified. They don't even be certified in those certifications at the minimum. So you don't even know how to get basic CPR. You training somebody and they might have a whatever, I mean. Because I've seen a lot of that too. And you know, I commend people for wanting to work with the kids and stuff like that, want to work with the youth. But sometimes you can hinder. You can't teach what you don't know.
What you don't know, right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't. You majored in psychology, but you've never even played basketball. Want to teach basketball?
But come on now, you can't be over here telling me what I can and can't.
Blind can't lead the blind, man.
Exactly.
Y'all see the news just like I see the news. Some of these social issues and social dilemmas we see going on, we don't really have to be specific. You know what I mean? But what is your intake on some of these things that you're seeing with these social dilemmas you're seeing that's happening around the world right now, man? Not just here in the United States, but in other places too.
It's crazy what the world is coming to. Like, my dad always told us, it ain't getting nothing but harder for our generation. You know, like, when he was younger, he was able to leave the house at 18, get a job, whatever job, be able to provide, have his car, apartment, everything. Now it's like, bro, it's kids that's graduated from top schools that can barely even afford rent. You know, like, even a shocker, I left to go overseas, gas was what, $2.37? $2.39, I come back, it was dang near $5.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm like, bro, like, so it's, man, we can talk about the man in office or whatever you want to, say the different things about him, but at the end of the day, bro, we all just, you know, you gotta stay prayed up and just not allowing the things that's happening in the world to change your mental, still staying positive, stay on the straight and narrow, not allowing things to change your mood and different things, because it can. Because like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like it's frustrating. Obviously, we are blessed to be in a position so we're comfortable, but still, it's like times is hard, and we'll understand it. You know.
What you think, Bree? It's a lot going on in the world. What you think?
Me personally, I don't like the news, honestly, because every time I look, like, somebody getting killed, somebody in car crash, it's just like, it's sad.
And like Red said, the shootings, I know since I saw something on my phone, it said since June 6th or something, Durham alone has had like, what, 67 shootings in 2 weeks. We've already had.
It's insane.
Like,
yeah, I'm about like Bree. I kind of got out of watching a lot of the news. You kind of, you don't want to get a lot of that stuff filtering into your spirit and your mindset.
Change your
But
whole mood.
I love to stay up with current events. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I start following up with the news around the time of George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's when I started falling back from the news. Because it changed my mind. It seriously infuriated me.
Yeah.
That was tough. But let's get back to the basketball.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? We're the Turnaround Podcast.
Yeah, the Turnaround Podcast.
Turnaround Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Knicks just won.
That's
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I told Brene'a I'm the first to tell everybody I apologize. Because I was telling you, Wemby is that one. I'm gonna tell you, the man is 7'5", can do it all.
Yeah.
Potentially gonna be the GOAT, but hey, they did. Jalen Brunson, hey, he the president of the New York.
Yeah,
he got it.
Yeah, nicknamed him King of New York.
The beat 5'11", coming off hitting post phase, playing off 2 feet. Like I'm talking about, bro, going to like, come on, man, like killing him. And then shout out OG. I met OG when I was out in London. Shout out OG and OBD showing no fear, no emotion, just going out there getting it done. Like all them boys about to get paid, man. And I love to see it. Like that's what we all get paid. I love to see people winning in this sport we love. So I'm not no hating. I'm not no hating. Blessed to be alive to be one of the greatest finals.
Barely the greatest.
Playoffs.
Yes, like 20, 25 million people.
Yeah, they said it was
the
second most watched.
To the 98 Bulls in
most
Utah.
Yeah,
Bulls in Utah. You know what I mean? So I was definitely checking in. I'm a basketball junkie.
Did you think that Knicks was going to win?
Man, listen, bro. I owe apologies. But listen, I got family born and raised in San Antonio, and I got family born and raised in New York. And I spent a lot of time in both places. So I was torn. And I actually always pull for the East Coast team because at the end of the day, I was born and raised in North Carolina, so I always go for the East Coast team.
Facts.
Bring it back to the East, even if it ain't the team that I want playing for the East Coast.
Bring it back,
So that's what it was with me, you know. But I was thinking like the way Castle was. The way he was hooping, the Harper kid,
he gonna be a star.
And you know what I mean, Wemby, like I was like,
I even like Vassell.
Man,
left off that thing.
Hooping,
Champagne, I'm just them young guys, but they got no fear, bro. I love it. And they don't see a shot. Like they don't like.
Yeah, I should tell you can't have a conscience.
Yeah, you can't. I'm learning that you can't.
Let it fly, young fella. Let it fly. Play your game because at the pro level you gotta go for buckets, man.
Got to.
Bree, you gotta go for bucket. You gotta go for buckets.
Yeah.
I don't know, Bree. I don't know if you remember me used to telling you this, but I used to always tell you that you reminded me of baby Ivory Latta. I mean, you know, I don't know if you ever seen Ivory Latta play, but you ever seen Ivory Latta play? She played at Carolina.
Come on, B. We're gonna pull up the highlights when we get to the crib.
Man, listen back and look at Ivory. You'll see some of yourself in her. Like, you know, she's great. You know what I mean? McDonald's All-American, she's great. And you remind me of her. You know what I mean? I watched Ivory when she played at Carolina. So, you know, when I seen you play, that's what I thought about. I mean, that's what I thought in my mind. That's my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell me how to think.
Facts, though. Straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
God chose me to represent this stature, this frame right here, so that's what I'm gonna do. Either termite, S.High.
Big Squirt, talk to her.
Podcast. Listen, man, to have y'all come through, man, I really don't have no words to tell y'all and express to y'all what that means. To see you guys come to the turnaround, man, I hope somebody takes what you guys have laid out there for them and shared. It's not a lot of time, but you gotta think nowadays, you know, a lot of people, man, they got short attention. You know what I'm saying? And you only got people's attention for maybe 2-3 minutes, and they already on to the next thing, which is sad.
Microwave generation. So
a lot of these people don't even understand how they're being programmed, B. They programming people, man.
Man, for real though.
They've been programming people before I was born. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man, a lot of people need to wake up. I've always been an intellectual and I've always been a spiritual individual. You see what I'm saying? And I just finished reading another book. I want to shout out Dr. LaWanda Simpkins. She, you know, one of her books, Double Dutch to My Own Skin. I just completed that book. It's not a lengthy book. I wanted to take my time reading it. And her book is about colorism. And dealing with colorism. And she's talking about her personal experiences dealing with colorism and being light-skinned and things like that, being black, you know, living in America. You know, a lot of people need to wake up, man.
For real though.
But yeah, man, for those who don't know, this young man, this young lady right here, man, are dynamic homeschool basketball players, man. Came through here to Turn Around Podcast, man, to share some knowledge and break some bread with us, man. Bree, Brandon, tell people how to reach out to you or keep following you or whatever.
Yeah. Bree, you go on tell them this.
Yeah, my Instagram at Bree_MK_.
Yeah, my Instagram is at The Real Preacher, Preacha. And also, want to shout out, I'm also a licensed ordained minister. I'm preaching August 2nd at 10 a.m. at Markham Chapel Missionary Baptist Church. So it's going to be like right before I got to go back, because I think I got to go back in August.
Do my best to make sure.
Yeah, so August 2nd, 10 a.m., Markham Chapel Missionary Baptist Church. Come worship with us, you know, hear a good word. So yeah, that's where, you know, any question, anything, any young people out there, coaches, one of the pillars, like I said, in the community, and people that planted that seed in me. So if I can give back to anybody or young people or whatever, like, you know, reach out, do the same thing. Because if it weren't for him, like, I wouldn't be as confident as I am today. Yeah. Appreciate you, Coach, and love you.
Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. That's what's up. Lose my train of thought without, you know. But Bree, what's your message to homeschool basketball players or anybody out there that's dream chasing? What would be your message to them?
I would say, it's like chase your dreams. Honestly, I never thought that I would be where I am today. Like when I was younger, like I said, I never thought, and then I got a little older, got into it a little more, and I was like, no, this is what I want to do. And when you put that work in, it's going to show. And be able to go where you want to be, you just got to put the work in, believe in God, put the work in, and you going to
So, Brene'a, what about you?
I know it's cliche, like they say it all the time, but take care of what you can take care of, put in work hard, give it to God, whatever you're going through in life. It's light at the end of the tunnel, and just, you can do it, you know. Like I said, we talked about earlier when I was younger, people was laughing at me when I was going around saying I wanted to be a pro. I wanted to play basketball. I wanted to do this, being a homeschool kid from Durham. It's laughed at, but if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. You know? So it's like, if people don't think that your dreams is crazy, then you ain't dreaming big enough.
Right.
So keep going. Have faith in God, most important, but have faith in yourself that you can do it. Because if you put your mind to it, I know it's cliche, but you can do it, because it's like power is in the tongue and manifestation is real. So it's like, if you constantly telling yourself and believing truly with everything in you that you can do something, 9 times out of 10, if it's in the Lord's will, it's gonna happen.
They write it down.
Yeah, write it down, make it plain in sight, say it every day. You come to my house, you gonna see on my wall from when I was a little boy, I will be a professional basketball player. I wrote to write it every day in my journal. Like it's even Brene'a. I remember that she was younger. She would write in her journal for me, and we would write for each other. Lord, please bless my brother to be able to get his dream of playing back. And we were kids, and we was believing that though, Dean. So it's just,
that's wow.
Yeah.
You say that because I have a diary that one of my mama's best friends, was really one of my aunts, really, but she brought me a diary one year as a Christmas present. This was in like 84, 85 or something like that. I still have that diary to this day.
Yeah.
I took a picture of it and sent it to her, and she was like, I asked her, and then I was like, in the caption I was like, do you remember this?
Yeah.
And it took about 3 days before she responded.
Yeah, because she was like,
but she finally, I guess, figured it out.
Yeah.
So you still got this?
Remember where you
I'm a preserver. I preserve things. So I wrote in that at the age of, I believe I was about 9. I wrote in that at that age, 9, and it looked straight up like chicken scratch. Like I wrote it with my left hand. And I am ambidextrous, but I can't write with my left hand. But it looked like I wrote it with my left hand, how much I love basketball back then.
That's crazy.
And
real.
I was wanted to play since I was a kid. I didn't know it was a business until playing international. Like,
sure.
I started watching the NBA back in the 80s. You don't know as a kid it's a business.
No.
You just watching these seeing them, you know, you don't know it's a business at the time. Even when you play in high school, you don't know it's a business.
Especially the stuff behind the scenes too. You just lacing up your shoes.
You're just
going to hoop.
going to hoop. You know what I mean? And you know, that's the thing about it sometimes that amazes me when people like to talk. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because I done had some people talk about me and what I was doing with it or whatever the case. And you know, it's like, dude, come on, really? Because you go play for free.
Yeah.
Because we all done it.
Yeah.
Go to the park, go play. We go hoop.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like I said though, and like you just said it too, man. If you ain't got haters, man, you ain't popular.
Yeah, facts.
Even though I never really thought about. I just thought it was just amazing how you can follow what you believe in and what you love, and somebody can just ridicule. You know what I mean?
But there be underlying issues within themselves where it's because it didn't work out their way or because they gave up early or whatever. Then now that's just underlying issue or whatever they got inside themselves, inside their spirit, so they exuding that on you, putting that on you. They probably it's a lot of deeper meanings a lot of times. People But like you said, having platforms like this where people can come and share their stories and tell other people, because people need to hear that. You'd be surprised how many people are going through the same thing that you're going through, and you wouldn't even think, because the hustle and bustle of the world and so many things you got going on. Yeah, bro. Everybody got they demons that they fight. We all trying to strive for perfection and get
that's what's up. That's what's up. Anybody y'all want to shout out lastly that you can think about? Teammates.
Man, shout out to all my teammates, man, in London, Greenwich, Titan, man. Shout out y'all boys. Shout out Coach Ashley, man. Shout out all my teammates from college, all the guys, man, the Federalists, all the bros, Rob, Blake, Javon, Big U, man, Frank, all the guys, man. I ain't missing nobody, man.
That's what's
Robbie, love all y'all, man.
That's what's up. Bree, what up? Shout out.
Shout out my teammate, WPU. Shout out my coach, AB. Coach said he's coached me and my assistant coach at college, which is crazy. Shout out him. Shout out Coach K, Coach Smiley. Shout out all my friends, everybody. Like, so many people to shout out, man.
Man, shout out my trainers too, cause like blowing up Coach Terrence.
Yeah,
Coach obviously, like, bro, it's a village,
it's
man.
So people, like, we could keep going.
Mr. Wayne.
Mr. Wayne. Shout out.
Pastor Matt, man. There's so many people, bro, that poured into us, man. We could never repay them. So
what's up? Shout out to everybody and super gigantor thank you to everybody out there who follow the Turnaround Podcast. The likes, the views, the shares, the comments, everything, everybody. We appreciate that. And one more time for Rodney Rogers, happy birthday to my boy T-Tot. Love you, big bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to forever carry T-Tot name.
T-Tot, T-Tot.
T-Tot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good God, you ever seen T-Top play, man?
Nah, I ain't never seen him.
Man, you got to go back and watch some footage, man.
You got to send me some,
Shoot, because he was with Phillip with Iverson.
Oh, word? Yeah, nah, I got to do my research.
Man, listen, man. That was like the best of both worlds, because Iverson, my favorite player next to Jordan. I put Iverson and Jordan right there. I love Iverson, man.
Hey, you a pillar, bro.
Man,
listen,
bro.
He walk so we can run in.
Allen Iverson, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so, and Tot was with him. Tot was with him. So, yeah, you know, shout out to Doug Overton, too. Doug Overton, when Iverson was first coming into the league, I heard him shout his own mouth in one of his stories, whatever. He was saying that Doug took him under his wing, and I could see that because Doug was one of the head coaches for Springfield Armor.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I was up there working out for them, trying to make them roster spot. In my pursuit, trying to get to the league. The goal is the league. I was trying to get to the league. By certain people were talking about me, I was pushing, digging, and chopping. I'm running heels. June, July, August, I'm running hills. You know what I'm saying? Burpees at the bottom of the hill before I go up the hill. And I'm going 100 yards up. I got a mean hill out there in Woodcroft.
Oh, you know, that's what you would run it.
She about 100 yards up, incline. You know what I'm saying? It kind of tapers off a little bit, but then it inclines again. You know what I mean? Listen, bro, you will see what you made out of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I first started conquering that hill like that, I was different when I stepped on that floor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a lot of it about the training and the mindset.
Yeah.
I always told you guys, it's all about your heart and your mindset. And then you work out to alleviate fatigue. When I see that you're tired, I'm going to keep pressing on you now. I'm going to keep playing on your weaknesses too.
Thanks.
Because when you tired, people don't think as well when you're tired. You know what I mean? So like you said, the pace of the game earlier, you know, and coaching high school basketball, I always tell the kids, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, when you force the other team to have to make quick decisions, a lot of times it's not gonna be a good decision.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you don't understand the strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So man, we can sit here and talk all day. But yo, this is gonna be epic when it drops. You know what I mean?
Can't wait.
So, you know, man, we're gonna go take some photos, man, and you know what I mean? I know you guys got some other things to do for the day, but just to have you guys come through for starters, because we're gonna have you come back. To come back.
For sure, definitely. Come on.
So appreciate you guys, man. And like I said, shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, who, you know, follow the Turnaround Podcast, man. We appreciate you guys out there.
Yeah.
You know, so this has been a one special episode and a special occasion all at the same time.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Make sure y'all tell y'all parents I said a big what up.
Definitely.
And I'm gonna do my best to get to that event.
I know it's all love, coach.
Yeah, come check you out, man. And Bree, actually, last time I saw you guys, I think we was walking to go get something to eat or going inside the grocery store or something. You know, it's been a little while, but you look good, and I can see that you've been putting on. Keep working on your body. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you guys do squats, you do power cleans,
all that. Well,
jump rope.
Every day, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Okay.
Every day.
Look good.
Appreciate it. Been trying to do a little something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you look like you broke inside my house and stole my body while I was sleeping. I used to be shaped like that. Broke in my house and stole my body while I was asleep. And that's what's up, yo, man. We out of here, man. We appreciate you guys, man.